Fuck them all. Fuck them all. They don't understand. I'm fucking brilliant. If they don't fucking want me, then it's their own fucking problem. Right, Freya? Not Freya's fucked off as well. It's fucking bullshit. I'm like the best manager the world has ever seen. And those fuckers just don't even give a shit. They can fucking turn me down. We'll fucking show them. Fucking wankers. God's sake. Oh, God. Why did I replace that with water? Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 24 of the Journeyman Save. And as you can see, we are at Lazio. Let me tell you a fun story. Right, so if you follow me on Twitter, and you should, because I was tweeting out about all the jobs and stuff that were coming up and everything, at Loki Doki GG, by the way, just make sure you hit the follow button. I was like applying for jobs. I was like, I'm not going to apply for any jobs. There's no point in making a sideways move. It has to be a step up, or at least to a league that I wanted to go to. So first off, the French league. There was like 2 jobs that ever became available, didn't get them right. So the ones I actually applied for was Stuttgart, which you saw at the end of last season, where Jurgen Klopp got the job. Kind of fair enough. We then saw that the Juventus job came up, and we didn't make the shortlist for the Juventus job. We finished above them in the league last season. Just saying, Juventus, we're going to fuck you up this season again. We then looked at Ajax, and Ajax was an interesting one because they won the league the last 3 years. They were obviously the best team in Holland, but obviously it's a much smaller budget than other leagues and everything. It would have been good to win the league, win a trophy, get, pretty much guarantee Champions League football. But the problem with that is, when you go to a smaller league with a big team, the league is quite boring because you're winning most of your games. It's a little bit too sort of easy. So I didn't really want to go to Ajax. The next one that came up was Hamburg, and I quite fancied that, but they couldn't afford the compensation for my team. So fair enough. That kind of proves they've got no money, so that's probably not a bad thing. And that was kind of it. So I started doing pre-season with Lazio, and I was like, yep, this is all good, we're doing well. And 3 jobs in Germany all popped up at the same time. Bayern Munich, Schalke, and 1860 Munich, right? And so there's 3 varying sides. You've got Bayern, obviously one of the biggest teams in the world. Schalke, sort of a decent Bundesliga team. And 1860 Munich, who in my game had just been promoted back to the Bundesliga. So I applied for all 3. Bayern said no, fuck off, didn't make the shortlist. That's fair enough, I'm not quite there yet. Schalke, who I thought I had a good chance with, decided that I didn't even make the shortlist. Wasn't even good enough for an interview. And the last one, who I thought I had the best chance with, because they are actually I looked at their team and they're quite shit, was 1860 Munich. And I thought, well, I can get in at the ground floor sort of thing. They couldn't afford my compensation. Now, it did say, if you can find another way of getting the compensation down, we'll hold out the job. And I was like, okay, well, I could quit. And I thought, that's too much of a gamble. I've not even got an interview yet. So I talked to the board and said, look, I want to leave. Will you lessen my compensation? And they went, we're reluctant to, but if you really want to go, then yes, we will. I thought, that's cool of them. And 1860 Munich still couldn't afford the compensation because I got 2 years left on my deal. So that was it, really. That was the fun times we had in the summer. I'm not too bothered because we've got fucking Champions League this season. And I think what the plan is to fuck them all up and beat them and show them that we're the best. No, what I think the plan is to stay at Lazio, but just apply for jobs as they come up. I think one of the biggest problems I noticed, I think which is holding me back a bit, is when I was going for the interviews at the likes of Stuttgart, was that 2 of the questions, is it a problem that you don't speak German? And is it a problem that you've never managed in Germany before? Are quite big stumbling blocks. And I don't think there's any way in this game of just learning a new language without being in the country, which seems weird. I just want to do it as a hobby, just learn German. I'm fluent in 4 languages, for Christ's sake. Look, I'm effluent in English, Bulgarian, Dutch and Italian. I think I've proved that I can learn a language pretty quick. So What it might be a case of, I was thinking, and this is what I was thinking with 1816 Munich, although they were definitely a step down, they were a much smaller team, I thought, well, they're in the Bundesliga. I then basically learn German while I'm there. I'm managing in Germany, and then maybe have a good season where we survive relegation, which is what they wanted us to do, and then go to a bigger team in Germany, like a year after, when I'm a bit more settled. So I think if any small German jobs come up, I might just do that. I might just... maybe even the second division. Or would that be a bit crazy of me? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If we look at jobs at the moment, pretty much all the sort of... Atletico de Madrid I have applied for. Pep Guardiola's favourite for that one. Not sure. So what we're going to do this whole season is we're going to play on. We've got the fucking Champions League, which is brilliant. We've got a good chance at the league. And we're just going to keep on the lookout for the big jobs that come up and just keep applying. Just keep applying. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get... Look, so there's not very many jobs at the moment that are insecure. Don't fancy Rangers. Don't fancy Scotland. But yeah, the rest are sort of kind of okay. Right, so let's take you through my pre-season, because it's quite interesting, because we played a couple of old favourites and also transfers. Let's take you through the transfers first. So this season I decided that I wasn't going to save money. Right, fuck them. If they fucked up the finances that bad, then I will spend it. I'm not going to go crazy, so what I decided to do was not try and make them £40 million profit, like I normally do, to keep them afloat. I'll spend what I buy. So I kind of tried to keep it even, and as you can see here, that's what we did. The first sale was amazing. Luigi, who pissed us off last season, went to Wolfsburg for £20 million. Not bad. We bought him for 5, sold him for 20. Not too bad at all. It was quite a cheeky little profit that. He pissed us off. Don't get on the wrong side of me. Then we got Catalano, who's just a sort of central midfielder that wasn't really getting games anymore. 3.5 million. A couple of small ones there. Postorino, a backup centre-back, also went. Thomas Delaney, who was our good player last season, but he's just sort of faltering a little bit now. He had that bad injury. He's getting on a bit. So we've loaned him out, because he's on a relatively high wage. So we've loaned him out. And we'll just let his contract run out. We'll try and sell him, actually, in the next summer and stuff. Hopefully he has a decent season. They have got a buy clause. Midland they can buy him if they want to. So, let's talk about who we bought in. This is much more important. So we sold £26 million and we spent 26.5. We've raided Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool. Well, that's a loanee. Arsenal. Look at the big teams that we've stolen players from. So first up is basically a couple of squad fillers, I like to call them. Reda Boobly-Doobly-Della, 22-year-old French advanced playmaker. He looks pretty decent. He was available for free on low wages, and I thought he's perfect squad filler. So we brought him in. Marco De Vita is a Juventus goalkeeper who's going to actually challenge the Fresh Prince for the goalkeeping spot. He looks pretty decent. He's only 24. Got him on a free. He's valued at £6 million. Thank you, Juventus. You fucking bastards. I've got a vendetta against Juventus now, by the way, for not even bothering interviewing me when we finished above them in the league. Our big signing was from Atalanta, Giordino Casinaniga, who just is a very, very good player. Valued at £18.5 million. We're actually retrading him as the ball-winning midfielder because he's got decent defensive stats as well, and he's the sort of longer-term replacement for Ain't No Party Like a Thomas Party because he's 33 now, so he's going to get a bit more game time. We'll start phasing Thomas Party out this season, I think. Next up, I'll leave that one. Next up is Ivor Centozzone, who's a lone centre-back from Arsenal, just to add a bit of squad depth. We've got 2 players from Paris Saint-Germain now. One is Florian Zeziguil. I'm going to have to think of a new name for that guy. Who is a 22-year-old striker. Very good prospect. Really like his physicals. I think he could be a very, very good player. And I think that's a bargain. He was transfer listed for 3.5. I like, yes please, gobble, gobble, gobble. Then we've got Corentin Muller, 2.8 million from the same club. 22-year-old French player, very, very good young centre-back. I think he's going to do very well for us this season. Played a bunch of times in Belgium, Spain, France, Austria. He's been all over the place. He's well-travelled, much like me. And then we've got Emilian Kostov, who is another sort of defensive midfielder, just to sort of fill out squad depth, really, just so we had enough players, basically. Now, let me show you the friendlies. Look, you might notice a couple of friendlies in there. Oh, look, there it is. Da-da-da-da. We played Cardiff Met Uni in a pre-season friendly. Beat them 3-0. But they got a good attendance, 1,800, so that should make them a little bit of money. And then we played a bunch of really random teams. We did have Levski Karlova on the list as well, but then that got cancelled because, fuck knows. Fuck knows. Right, so today we are playing Napoli in the league, but also we have the Champions League's draw. Woohoo! The champions! Right. We're one of the 4th seeded teams, so we're going to be up against some big teams. I think, ideally, we want at least one really shit team, because that helps us get 3rd, at least, for Europa League action. Right, let's just do an automatic draw. Let's draw the top teams, actually. Okay, so there we go. Galatasaray, Spartak. You can read. You can read. I don't need to do that. Right. I wouldn't mind a game against an English team or Dortmund or somebody. Maybe we could sort of highlight how good we are by travelling to Dortmund and beating them, and then they'll hire us. Okay, second. Oh, look, Bayern are in the 2nd seeds. That is crazy. Okay, Galatasaray, Atletico, Arsenal, Moscow, Monaco, Real Madrid. What have we got here? Chelsea, Dortmund. Barcelona, Manchester United, Barcelona in 2nd seeds. What's the world? It's gone mad. Man City, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter and Bayern. Oh my God, there's some scary fucking groups here. Right, and Sporting and Marseille. Okay, we'll have that one. Police at the moment, we'll have that one. Maybe this one, Group A or H at the moment, are looking decent. Okay, Lyon in Group A, Benfica, Leverkusen. Oh my lord, Dortmund, Chelsea, Milan. That's a fun group. We can't go in that group now because they're Italians, so that's good. Shakhtar, unlucky Shakhtar. Well played. Schalke. I want to go in that one. Let me go against Schalke. They turned us down. Please, I don't care about the fact it's a really horrible group. I want to beat Schalke. Okay, Moscow, the other Moscow in Group G, and Group H. Oh, look at it. Group H is looking juicy. Juicy. Right, let's look at the teams we've got in our little 4th seeds. Ajax, Anderlecht, Young Boys, Celtic, Copenhagen, Bratislava, and Olympiacos. Right, Bate Borisov. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Not ideal, but it could have been a lot worse. Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid, who we've just applied for the job, by the way. That'll be interesting. Lyon. Okay. We can live with that. Right. Copenhagen. Who's going in this group? And, unlucky Anderlecht. Who wants this one as well? Celtic against Man United and Barcelona. Okay, Ajax are in the Paris Saint-Germain, Man City, Schalke group. That's a tasty group. Young Boys are going to get smashed by those teams. And, look at Group H. Oh, that is too good, man. But I'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to Turkey, France, and Spain. Atletico is going to be a fun one. I don't know how Lyon were sort of 2nd in their group, weren't they? 2nd seeds rather. Right. Oh yes, I forgot a transfer. Right. Let me tell you the story of Ivan Silva. As you can see, let's look at the players we've brought in. Okay, French. Okay, who's this guy? Italian. Okay, good. Italian. Yeah, you're seeing a theme here. Yeah, Italian. Yeah, French. And Bulgarian. Right, all of those are EU in the game. Okay, all of those are EU. Haven't signed a non-EU player. So I thought I would be safe in signing this guy, who's a fucking superstar, by the way. 23-year-old Paraguayan who's played the last 20 games for his international side. He's an international regular for Paraguay. Absolute superstar. Thought, well, I'll be safe. I've only signed one. No, not allowed to register him. I don't even know how it works anymore. I don't even care at this point. I thought I could... I've got no words. So this is our team lineup for the forthcoming season, or however much of the season we play before we jump ship. I think we'll sort of play some of the Champions League games early, see if we get knocked out, and then go from there, really. I think it's a pretty good team. Ivan Silva, who's our best centre-back, is just going to get really pissed off shortly because we won't register him. So it says extra non-EU player that can't be registered until the new season or until a non-EU player's slot is freed up. We did have a non-EU player in the reserves, so I released him. I tried to sell him. He didn't want to go. I released him to free up a slot just to see if that did anything. Of course it didn't, because that would be logical. Right. Oh, fun you can have. Right. So this is our team. What I'm going to do, tomorrow's episode is not going to be a normal Journeyman episode. It's going to be a Where Are They Now? Because we're 10 years in the future. So I'm going to do a recap on how Cardiff met, Venlo, Levski Karlova, all those sort of teams are doing, some of our favourite players from the series, and also just have a look around the leagues, see what's been happening in the Premiership and all that sort of stuff. So that will be tomorrow. It will be an episode dedicated to all the stuff that's been going on outside of our little bubble, basically. But plus the, old school players like Zappers and Daffy and Big Dick Dan Dickinson. That one. All those players. Right. Yoshimitsu Iwaki. Him. Can't forget him. Right. Okay. First game of the season. We are predicted to finish 4th or 5th this season. The team just basically want us to finish in the Europa League spots again, I think. But we've got to go for Champions League again. We've got to go for the title. Finish second. You've got to go for the title. Although there was a massive difference in points between first and second. We got a tough group. Yes, we know. We saw it. Lazio press conference. What's your... Yeah, I was going to say we got a great chance. Given the large turnover in the squad over the last couple of years, do you feel you've earned a reputation as manager, always looking to do a deal? Bit of Harry Redknapp, is it? It's part of being a football manager. If I've earned a reputation for doing my job, then so be it. I like it. Saki. It's been noted you signed a number of young players. Is it a conscious effort? I just like young players. Age is no barrier for a fantastic player. Are you going to change your training methods? No. I don't know what he's on about. I'll have a look in a minute. I don't think we'll be making any deals. I'm representing, yeah. Pretty likely, yeah. Yeah. I agree, it's tough to play, yeah. Oh, come on, it's dragging on a bit now, lads. The large... Oh, fuck's sake. I'll go fuck yourself. I'm going to storm out. Fuck you! As I storm out. Right, there we go. What's wrong with Fresh Prince, anyway? What's the matter? What's wrong with training? I was trying to... Yeah, but your passing's important, mate. You're a sweeper keeper. All right, fine. It's not going up anyway, so fuck it. There. Stop bitching, you little bitchy bitch, McBitch face. Right, so I think we've definitely strengthened this season. We haven't gone crazy times. If we'll look at the finances, because that's always a fun screen to look at before we go into the Napoli game. We've got, look, plus money in the bank. It's white. We've never seen that, I think. Look, the number in white. That's mainly due to the TV revenue for the Champions League, prize money. You get those bumps of cash at the beginning of the season, but look how quickly we're losing it, though. It was already over 50 million and we've dropped it. We're spending a tiny bit, currently spending 1.142. We're just under the wage budget, which is good. We've got £23 million to spend. Right, that's fine. Zidane, yeah. Grudge match, yeah. Yes. Lazio could win. Okay, good. Oh, okay. That was our own assistant manager was telling the papers that we could win the league. Good. I thought it was going to be somebody useful, but no, it's just Yapstam blathering on again. There we go. So reach the group stage. We've done that. Hooray! Excellent. Europa League semi-final of the Cup. Okay. I think that's fair enough. I think that's quite nice of them rather than saying Champions League again because, that's where we finished. Normally they just say, do better than last time. So thankfully they didn't, because sacking would be awkward, wouldn't it, really? Our big goal here is to increase our reputation, so a good push in Europe. We're not going to be here for the whole season, so it's unlikely that the league is going to matter as much as having a good Champions League. Qualifying for the Champions League group stage would be huge. It proves that we can manage in Europe, not just Europa League. We can actually do proper Champions League, so I think that's going to be a big one. Right, Napoli. Let's do it. Okay. So, I'm going to start with Fresh Prince in goal. It's his to lose, I think, to begin with. Marco De Vita. And then we're going to go with Rita at right back. We've got a nice, quite settled squad at the moment. We're going to go with Connor Rupp. There is a danger that Connor Rupp could be sold. Bayern and Barcelona both want him. I do have somebody on the shortlist that can come in to replace him. It's not as good because I can't afford anybody as good as this. But if he does go for crazy money, then we do have a backup. There's only a couple of days left in the transfer window, so I'm hoping just to ignore the bids and pretend they didn't happen. It might piss him off a little bit, but I did promise him that if a decent bid came in from Barcelona, we'd accept it. But shh. We just won't tell him. How will he know? Right, we're going to go with the old school partnership of Ordets and Ochner, who was both solid last season. Excuse me. That's all that vodka. I should have replaced the vodka with water so I could do the joke, but I'm too tight to throw away or pour out this much vodka. I've had this for about 2 years. That's how not often I drink whatsoever. Right. So this is where we've got some cracking players here. So we've got Chris Colo is going to go central midfield. We know he loved that last season. We're going to go with the new guy, Casaniga. I need to change his name because there could be a slip-up saying that name a little bit. We might need to change that name. And Projoshi as our deep-lying playmaker. But we've got lots of options there. We've got Lundberg who can play there. We've got Kostov, the new guy. We've got Party, who's still a very good player. He's definitely going to get plenty of game time this season. But they can basically float around and swap positions. I think they're quite strong. And then up front, Gino Belletti. And I'm going to go with the new signing. I need to drink some tea, man. Right, we need a name. Florian Haziquil. So feel free to, in the comments, give that guy a name. Jean-Claude Van Damme's going on the bench. We've got 12 subs. It's pretty much our entire team at this point, I think. I always do like it. You guys know me well. I like a small team, okay? Oh, I've asked about face that. That's all wrong. That my OCD is going to... Oh, that's upside down. The Football League is upside down. I do like a small team, so that's just it. I've got a few under 21s that can step in if need be. But yeah, I like a small team, a settled squad. Right, everybody's fit. We're raring to go. First game of the season. Let's set out our stall, smash some faces, and move on to the next game. I wasn't too bothered about not getting a job, to be honest, because this is our first proper taste of Champions League football. And I was looking forward to that. So it was never really like desperation. Otherwise, I would have just quit. And then it would have been easier to get, say, the 1860 job or something like that. But I don't, we do Champions League. We can improve a lot here, our reputation. It's a big day around. How much do you think of your rivals? It's always a tremendous occasion. Can you tell us why, man? You're just being rested on the first game of the season. We've got to be considered favourites. Like, they've got Zidane, who scored a few goals. It's not his son, by the way. I did check. Remind the team that we expect them to get a certain result. What's a certain result? That sounds like match fixing. We need to get 2-2. Remember, everyone, 2-2. Right, let's just bump them up with a bit of faith, with a bit of George Michael. Right, good luck every season. One good thing to note was last season, at the end of the season, it said, your average attendance is a new personal best. It was 41,000 or something, up from 37,000. So we've 4,000 fans in a season. It's pretty damn good. Go on. There it is. Ochner with the first goal of the season. Are we top of the league? Are we top of the league? Quick. Yes! Top of the league. We're the only team playing. I got all excited then. I thought everybody was playing and we scored first. We're still top of the league, though. We're still top of the league. Champions, ole, ole, ole. Carried away, maybe. Carried away. But yeah, we had some really good discussions on Twitter because I was tweeting out, like, all the Ajax jobs came available. And like, half the people were like, no, don't do it. You've been to Holland. And half the people were like, oh, you could win. You've got a good chance of winning leagues and cups and stuff there. So it was interesting. It's been a interesting couple of days. I do enjoy the sort of job searching process and the interviews and stuff. Unless you're doing loads of interviews. Oh, Ezekiel. I've got to think of a name because I can't pronounce that name. Ezekiel. A sequel. We could call him the sequel. Right, Van Doom. Oh, we're gonna destroy these. I was just about to say we're gonna destroy these, and then I remembered Tottenham. So always remember Tottenham when we're getting overconfident in a game. Oh, Rita, what a tackle! Like a young Paul Scholes. Because Tottenham game was disgusting, wasn't it? All round, it was horrible. Right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's fine. That was their first shot of the game. Come on, boys. Right. Everybody's playing all right. Everybody's fit. Sorry about my throat. It's like I tickly throat. I'm coming down with the flu. Right, Gongolo. Anybody want to mark that guy? No, just thought I'd ask. From a throw-in. Go on, munch him. Oh, Audets, the old man. There's a ball over the top. Oh, he didn't use it. Belletti. We got runners though, Belletti. Use them. That'll do. The sequel. I quite like the sequel. Rita cuts it back. Oh, it's cut out well. And this could be the counter. Oh, no, they both missed the header. Zidane's through. And the Fresh Prince saves. Oh, that was awful. That was a simple header to win. Both those defenders. What are you doing, guys? Sort yourselves out. Right, Van Doom. That'll do, Van Doom. Go on, chase it. No, too lazy. So, obviously, a lot of the big talk in the football world at the moment is that old Ranieri's been sacked. My views on it are probably quite different to a lot of people. I don't think he's a very good manager. I think he found a tactic and team that worked, and he was lucky that he didn't really have any injuries, and he just kind of went, keep going. Woohoo! Keep going. And I'm sure people will disagree with him, and I could well be wrong. That's just a feeling I get about Ranieri. I don't think he's that good a manager. But let's bring Thomas Partey on. We don't want that yellow-carded dude there. Yeah, and it's a tough one because you can say, well, he won. You shouldn't have sacked him because he won the league last year, but you are almost relegated this year. Like, at the end of the day, as much as everybody hates to believe it, football is business. And if you're the owner, thinking that you spent all this money and all this stuff, and then your wages have skyrocketed because you've given everybody pay rises and new deals and all this sort of stuff, and then you get relegated. It's a crippler. They might not come back from it for a good few years. So I can understand why they've done it. They have been dog shit awful this season. Ranieri's maybe wrongly admitted to quite a lot of mistakes and sticking with players he shouldn't have in one of the recent press conferences. It's a sad day, but I'm not surprised by it at all. That's better. It's 3-on-2. Partey, what are you doing there? Cut it across, Partey. It's done. How are you offside, Belletti? That's lazy football. There's a tap-in, like Jean-Claude. The sequel is not having a good game. Do we want to play anybody else? No, we'll save it. Right, corner ball. We've got to put them to the sword, people. One goal from a centre-back is not good enough. Oh, Lundberg. You're very lucky they didn't have anybody else forward. Right, Partey. Into feet. Lundberg. The sequel gets tackled. That's why you're going off, mate. I'm a little bit worried about the sequel, not because he's played bad this game, but because he had about 3 pre-season injuries. Away! Like, all little niggly stuff. I'm hoping it's just a bit unlucky. He got food poisoning, he broke a nail, something. That's a lovely ball. Belletti takes a touch. Lovely back. Connor up. Connor up. Oh, my Lord. It's going to be one of them games. Finish this game off. Kill this game off for the love of all that's holy in this fucking world. Oh, Zidane's going to come away with it easy. Okay, or not. That's fine. "23 shots. And here comes the equaliser. Here it comes, people. Yes, yes! Belletti. Find a player. That'll do. Gets there eventually. Chris Colo, Lundberg. Fine, and again. Lovely. Hit one. No, now cross it. Change my mind. Belletti! Oh, it's the crossbar. Right, Lundberg. Another. Oh, no. This could be bad. Aunt Bessie with the hoof upfield. Bro! It's that bro! I miss bro. Here comes he. You just know. Oh, okay. It's lucky they're so shit going forward because they've had a couple of chances. I've used all my subs. Right, let's just go for... Just drop it to counter. Last couple of minutes. See it out. We'll take a 1-0. First game of the season. New players, just getting used to each other. That's what we'll go with. Lovely. Lovely. That's it. Just keep running, Rita. No need. Chase it. Go on. Van Dam. Oh, he's done it. 93rd minute. Jean-Claude Van Dam. Wasn't expecting it. Thought it was just an end of game highlight. Snuck a little cheeky one. 2-0 looks all right now. Happy with that. Jean-Claude Van Dam. Left peg. Just guides it into the corner. In off the post. Lovely stuff. Good to see him getting a goal early on. Right, just blow up now, ref. That's no need for even a kick-off, is there? Just kill it. Where's all this extra time coming from, ref? Yes, Rita! What a tackle! There we go, guys. The game is done. We are victorious. Octa man of the match, as you'd expect. Getting a centre-back goal. Pretty standard. You managed to get away. What do you make of the game? Why am I doing fucking team talk? Journalist interviews. I hate journalists. Fuck off. Right. There we are. Top of the league. We are top of the league. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you're not too disappointed in the fact we're still at Lazio. I did try, and we're going to, like I said, the plan is stay at Lazio, do the Champions League, but just keep an eye, just to start applying for jobs as they come up that we fancy. I'll probably need you guys' help a lot in that, in the various jobs that come up. I think we might need to just wedge ourselves into Germany by any means necessary, even if it's like a smaller team, maybe. Okay, Van Doom's out for 14 days. Right, if you enjoyed the episode, guys, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the place, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!